Hello everybody, you're playing The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus, as played by Millenial Asian, who finally decided to play this game. Win streak is at a 0 because we actually won one as, who was it, Lazarus? We got a really OP run, off camera, of course, every time, off camera. We're gonna play hard as Magdalene, because I want to get that heart to be red. I just realized, and you're gonna laugh at me for the little brimstone, nice. You're gonna laugh at me for this one, but I just realized that dailies don't count towards unlocking secrets and characters and etc, etc. I was looking up the way to. Why are you looking up stuff? Or don't you want to be surprised? Now I've never enjoyed being surprised about like unlocking characters in Final Fantasy and like and Fire Emblem. You know, I like experiencing a game. I mean, everybody should strive to experience a game the way they want to, but the way I want to experience a game is to, you know, to see all of its contents and not necessarily, you know, deep dive into how to see all of its contents. Because a lot of these times, like a lot of the Final Fantasy games, a lot of Fire Emblem, a lot of like Zelda games, you know, they encourage you. Look at little brimstone go. They encourage you to take the narrow path, you know, and you know, that's for a lot of gamers out there. You know, rise up. It's probably like a really old 2018 meme at this point. A lot of gamers want that stuff, you know, and a lot of those gamers are probably younger than I. But even at a young age, I feel like it might have started when I was young. Actually, it definitely started when I was young. The Brady Games strategy guide for Ocarina of Time is the greatest example of this for me. Water Temple got too tough. I was like, alright, Brady Games, what you got for me? Bigaron Sword, I was watching, I was reading Game Informer. This is how you could tell this is dated. You know, Game Informer is like kind of on its way out. We just lost our deal with the devil. Alright, that's fine. I'm not gonna be heartbroken about it. I mean, we didn't lose it, we just lost our guaranteed one. So, yeah, a lot of those guides were essential. You know, GameFAQs.com. Just even mentioning that, everyone's like, "All right, Grandpa, you don't have to, you know, show off that you're old." I'm not showing off. I use GameFAQs like every single game, and that might be excessive. I'm trying to think of other games that I looked up guides for. Power Quest on the Game Boy Color. Now that's a game. If I ever wanted to do like a retro, style playthrough of things, there's a couple games on my list. First one, which, I mean, granted, I've been trying to make this work for a while, especially since me and the wife have been getting into the actual game, is the Pokemon trading card game for the Game Boy Color. It was one of my favorite games. It's extremely RNG heavy, and extremely RNG heavy against you. They're like, hey, this guy really needs a head, so let's make it a 70% chance he gets tails. And it's, a lot of people will turn around and say it's all in the head, like it's actually a coin flip. No, it's not, sir. Please don't be that naive. I don't see the physical coin flipping in front of my face. I'm not gonna believe the percentage is in my favor. Okay, I don't know how he got hit there. I want to see the replay of that. Slow-mo. I want to challenge the play on the field. Okay, so let's get the coin. Death. Double active is probably That's a tough decision. I feel like the question mark card is a lot more fun. The question mark card, if you don't know, it activates my active. You might have just got mind flooded. And that's fine. You know, we don't judge around here. Much. We don't judge each other as much as we judge me. Let me put it that way. You can judge me. Hey, speaking of judgment, I don't know if this is the smart play, but we'll see what this guy can give us. Come on, come on. I know you got something. There we go. Speed and shot speed. Exactly. Well, close to exactly what we needed. It would have been nice if there was damage involved there too, but I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the. Let's see. Sorry, I botched that idiom midway through. I'm thinking humbling bundle. I know the spirit heart was really fast. Like I was gonna pick that up really quickly, but I kind of want to get humbling bundle. I'm trying to see what the best way for me to grab that is. Let's see if we get coins from this guy. Oh, come on. That's not a coin. I mean, it is a coin. It's not one we can use. Alright, let's just use the question mark card. Ah, come on. Video game, please. They're just laughing at me at this point. Okay, well, spirit heart it is. We'll get the spirit heart. We'll get this floating battery. Oh, it's not a floating battery. I guess it's a regular battery. Nice. Wait, so what is this thing? Faith protects me? I feel like that's probably better than the aptly named worthless penny. We'll see. I mean, I could look it up, sure, and I could look up a lot of things in this game that I don't know. This goes back to the thing. I'm trying to break the habit of looking up every single thing that I don't know. And maybe it's a good habit, I don't know. Like literally ooh, let's grab that death card before we go. Oh, we should have grabbed the heart too. Oh well. Literally my job is to look up stuff sometimes if you to get into my personal life a little bit. It's a whole lot. Like I think the interview went something like, how do you go about Googling things? Are you good at that? I'm like, yeah, I Google stuff for everybody. Okay, you're in. There's probably a couple other things they look at, you know, like how confident are you when you answer that. But essentially, like I've been looking up stuff on Google my whole life. It's how I survive. I mean, what would people do without Google nowadays? Like ask their friends? They're gonna be like, I don't have Google. I don't know. How am I supposed to know this? Oh, well, my grandpa from my mom's uncle's side, don't ask. It's a complicated story. Well, okay, so he said that he has this neighbor that mows their lawn 3 times a day, but then on certain months, they only go, or 3 times a week, sorry. They only, I want to make this slightly believable, 3 times a week, but then on some months, they put it down to 1. And that's how you get greener grass. I mean, if you had no other sources, like, that's all you got, right? That's all you have, like, to go off of for your life. And granted, like, stuff you like, you know, there's that, the more you know, you don't want to believe everybody on the internet, sure. But you also will believe, you want to go off of something initially. You know, you can't just go blindly. So you're like, all right, this is fine right now. May your rage bring you power. Oh man, this is a lot of like power. Let me try this. Oh, they all die. Okay. Well, let's pick up the Empress for the other stuff. Let's also use this bomb up. There we go. A little brimstone has been the saving grace of this run. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's a good Maggie run, finally, on video. I mean, I'd prefer, like, actual brimstone, sure. But, like, laser beams in general in this game are so strong. As they should be. I mean, they're like projectile lightsabers. In this game, it's like, you know, whatever you want to call it. I guess it's blood, technically. I don't know. Don't try to think about that too much. You'll barf. But yeah, life without Google. I probably couldn't play any roguelikes. What if you had Twitch, but you didn't have Google? I guess you could just go into that forum and be like, alright, is there anybody that knows what they're doing? Honestly, Twitch channels would do a lot better. You know, it's like the old school, like, G4 TVs. And, like, any TV show that talked about games. I'm not gonna say that those were killed by YouTube and Twitch, but they kind of were. Because, I mean, it's a strange thing to think about. Like, there's not that many avenues to, like, what if you were, like, a avid movie watcher? And you wanted to share that hobby with other people. You can't just watch movies on a streaming network and, you know, like, garner a following because of the movies you watch, because you know how to commentate in a funny way. Like, it's, you ever thought about it like that? It's just, it makes it a strange conundrum of a medium, rather. Or medium, there you go. Yeah, because, like, gaming itself is entertainment, and then you provide entertainment by doing the entertainment. I guess it's like, it's more that's why you hear the you hear video game streaming equate to, ooh, ouch, 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 ouch. I want to grab the spirit heart, but I don't have enough coin. Story of my life. Sorry. But yeah, playing games and recording them, I was always perplexed by it growing up. Oh yeah, let's get that spirit heart. Cause I'm like, man, this would be fun to do. You know, I never, like, in my naivete of being a child, I was like, all right, yeah, I want to post videos up for my friends to see and watch. One, I never realized that your friends probably don't want to watch you play games. But two, people are posting those videos to make money. Once I heard that, I'm like, what? Hold up. These guys are making money off me. You better be paying me instead. I don't know. That doesn't really make sense. But, like, do you get what I'm coming from? Like, if I'm making you famous, and that's the conundrum of the streamer content creator needs people to back them up and doesn't really give much back besides being there and creating stuff. I mean, for me, like, obviously I've been trying to squeeze as much of my free time to stream and to put videos out. You know, it's, you know, if nobody was watching these, nobody paying attention, you know, I'd be like a lot less incentivized to put them up. Like, obviously. I feel like that probably goes without saying. But I mean, I probably still would post them. Maloney? Malondre? Sorry, that's an old meme too. Postpone Malondre. You need to look up in the Discord if you want that reference. But yeah, it would just maybe it would cut down to like 1 video a week of Isaac, you know, 1 video a week of Dicey Dungeons. If I saw, you know, views going down to like staying at 0 for forever, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't just spam these. I mean, honestly, like, it all depends, honestly. It's one of those things like, what else are you gonna do in your free time? Like, I don't know, relax. It's all a personal choice of what to do during that time. I mean, it goes without saying, sure, but it does help having the people. But again, like, would I pay people if they if they were interested in my stuff? I mean, no, because that just feels disingenuous. I don't know. But then you go into the whole messy subject of like sponsored streamers and playing games that they're getting paid to look interested in. That's, oh man, that's a sloppy section of this industry I don't really want a part of. I say that, but I will, you know, if you're listening out there, devs, I'll play your game. I just, you know, won't put a face. If it's crap, then it's crap. If I ever do get like a contract deal, though, I'm reading that left to right. I'm probably gonna get some lawyer friends of mine. I have like 2 or 3 lawyer friends. Not to like, oh, I have lawyer friends. You know, I just know there's people that are super successful and that I know in life. Actually, one of them was helped me get my citizenship, so that's pretty cool. They probably know some stuff. Pageant Boy. I don't know what Pageant Boy does besides give me some coins. Ooh. Okay, never mind. I rescind my ooh. There's nothing in there. Let's grab that spirit heart from the shop. Here we go. And let's see if we can get one more. No. I forget my speed. I was like, I'm Magdalene, you know, she's super slow. Let's just, There we go. Can you... Fire, please. Please. Go away. I don't think Brimstone worked against it, but it looked like it, so that was cool. Alright, so we got some bombs, we got some coins. Oh my goodness, okay. I knew we were missing something. We almost missed the item room here. I don't want that. Let's re-roll it. Don't I have that already? No, this is damage up. Yeah, damage and HP. Good stuff, good stuff. Don't those items look exactly the same? The thing on the bottom left and the one that I just picked up? That's just a cross. I don't know, Isaac. You be on something sometimes. Alright, let's get out of here. Wow. To get off the topic of, you know, shilling for my viewers. No. I mean, a lot of people are a lot better at it than me. Let's just put it that way. There was a guy at work that started streaming and put it as their Skype status. You know, follow me on twitch.tv, yada yada yada. And I was like, I couldn't do that. That takes some guts, okay? You know, and I was legitimately, I guess, impressed. And also a little bit disgusted at my, not at him, but like at myself. Because why is that so, hold on, I was waiting for the charge for my faith. My protection. When does it charge up again? Alright, well, we're gonna take the damage. It's fine. But yeah, I was disgusted at my own, I guess, pride? You know, like thinking I could just make it on my own. But also, like, maybe I just don't trust the people at work enough to like actually support and stuff. I mean, I've told a couple people, and those couple people have stopped by a couple times, you know, and I appreciate it. But like, I don't have, I guess to put it bluntly, I don't have like best friends at work. Yeah, they're all mostly just colleagues. You know, I have a couple good friends. But like, I know a lot of them wouldn't really be interested in me just babbling about, you know, my day, my life, because they probably hear enough of it at work. That's actually not true. I don't really talk much. Is it? Does that strike anyone as strange? Like, I don't really. I'm kind of an introvert when it comes to like out in public. I mean, obviously, if you get me talking about something I enjoy, you know, anybody is, you know, they're gonna be talking a lot if you're in a topic that, you know, that interests them. But most of the time, I'm just an observer. You know, I kind of always have been. Oh boy. We lost our chance at the deal with the devil, but it's perfectly fine, you know. I don't feel like we need it that much. We definitely didn't want to squander oh boy. We definitely didn't want to squander the spirit hearts like we did. But yeah, my thought was always like, you know, if the channel gets good enough and big enough to where, you know, like people would actually be impressed about it, that's when I start telling people. But then, like, you know, just word got out, and then like your manager knows that you do video game creation, and then like they start blaming all of your lack of interest in the job because you want to be a professional Fortnite player instead of, you know, it becomes a hot mess. Okay, all right, because it's not like that. You have to be realistic when you're doing something like this. Okay, so let's pop this. Sorry, donation machine, I really need your coinage. Oh, those spiders. Okay. We got a half heart out of that, essentially. Oh yeah, take it from me. If you ever start doing something like this, you know, maybe chill out first about your telling people. Get it to a point where you're like, all right, this stuff is good, and it's got a following, and maybe even then, like the most successful people I know that like the people I know in real life that have done like a blog or something like that, something that's gone semi-viral. They nobody knows about it in real life. Because that anonymity, that anonymity will save you a lot of the times in your different topics. Mask of so yeah, you keep that as long as you can. You know, it's a power. It's a strength of the internet. A lot of people use it to just defame. A lot of people don't even realize that their their Twitter handle has their full name, and you're actively yelling at a developer for the game to be crappy, or for the game to be fixed rather, and it sucks, and the developers should all kill themselves. That developer, even if you like go into the game business, they're gonna search your Twitter history and find that you told a bunch of developers that all game devs are just slimy, pieces of garbage. It's probably gonna affect your chances of getting hired. I don't know. A little piece of advice, I guess. Take it from someone who's never been interested in working in game development. And the more I get into the future of gaming, the community building, all of that crap, the more you're like, oof, no thanks. I don't want to deal with all these entitled. Yeah, I'm not even gonna get into it because the Apex developers said the truth and they were like, hey, that's not cool. Not all of us are freeloaders. They said that they love freeloaders because it gives their game, player base. Dr. Fetus, wait, hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. So our tiers are bombs? We should have thought about this. We should have definitely thought about this before picking that up. Okay. This is an interesting playthrough now. We don't have enough lives to be messing around with this, but here it is. Oh man. Please. Please. I have a child. Oh my goodness. There we go. We have so many explosive options. There we go. There we go. Okay, don't forget we do have Brimstone. Lil Brimstone. The artist formerly known as Brimstone. Oh boy. I'm trying to figure out how to use Brimstone with with Epic Fetus. This is kind of nerve-wracking. I don't need more bombs, I promise you. Oh boy. Okay, we're down to 1/2 of a heart. Range up. Yeah, I definitely need more range. I honestly, if I had known what the item was, and now I know for the future, sure. But if I had known what the item was, I wouldn't have picked up Epic Fetus. This isn't how I like to live my life. Not to be dramatic. No. Oh man. Alright. Next time we're Epic Fetus, we gotta be ready for it. But like otherwise the run was so good already. Alright, well, thank you for listening in to my ramblings, and hope you enjoyed the series. Hit that like button, tell your friends, follow me on twitch.tv/omnivision, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. See ya!